Yo, yo, yo. Third episode, Triads. We're taking our time. We're learning these things one section at a time here. This episode is going to be all about root position. Root position triads, our first real triad. We're stacking, we're taking all the information from the last two episodes. We're stacking that information to get our triads. And we're just going to focus on the root position for the major and the minor. Okay? So we're going to start with, let's do B. No, let's do C. Stick with C here. So if we're going to do a major triad for C major, we can take those intervals and stack them. The intervals we talked about in the last lesson, the adjacent string intervals. So 1 to 3 is a major third, so we've got this interval. 3 to 5 is a minor third, so we just simply stack that on top of that one. And then you get both of those. It's going to give you your root position triad 1, 3, 5. Okay? Now, what's cool is learning the major triad, then taking a look at the minor triad. The minor triad is just the opposite. Instead of a major third plus a minor third, we've got a minor third plus a major third. So if I'm still on C here, what that means is all I have to do is take my ring finger here, drop it down, play with my second finger, okay? So I'm going to that E flat now. And the 5 stays the same. Major and minor both have a perfect fifth in them. So it's just the 3 that we're flattening. So then we've got the minor third to start with, and then the major third is next. So you got C major, C major, C minor, right? Back and forth. Okay. And of course that works with any chord or any note on the top string. Now, let's take a look at the next string set. So a string set is just simply the 3 strings that are adjacent with each other, that are next to each other. We started with EAD. Now we're going to do ADG. And with these, they actually spit out the same shape. So if we have our C down here, you can see it in your C major chord. You just don't have to grab that because you got the open string for the 5. If you want the minor, you just do the minor shape. So major, we got stack the major third and then the minor third. The minor, we stack the minor third and then the major third. If you want to see it down here, an octave up, you got it right there. So you got it. Okay. Now the next string set is where we run into that B string. So then the shape actually changes. Okay. So I'm going to find a C on the D string. Going to go up a major third. So that's the same. Now when I get to the B string, I'm going to go up a minor third. And when we go to the B string, the minor third looks like this. So now our shape changes from this shape, and it's slid over one. So now it's just like this nice tight diagonal here. It's actually a lot easier to grab. Okay. So that's our root position on this string set. And then if we want minor, we just drop that second voice a half step. So we got minor third, and then major third on top. Again, we're just flip-flopping the 2. Major, minor, okay? And then we're going to do the last string set, which is... Now the first interval is going to the B string. So major third to the B string, different shape. And then we're back to old reliable minor third shape because the B to the E string is the same interval as before. Okay, and you can see that. That's our C major triad up there. And then if we want minor, we got to do a minor and then our normal major shape. Okay, so one way to just go about practicing this, if you want to, is just take a look at all the root positions you can find, play major and minor. Okay, so you're working a few things you're learning here. You're learning, obviously, that you're learning these triad shapes, but you're also learning where the C note is located on your guitar fretboard. And from that C, the root of the chord, you can play your root position triad. Or minor. Okay. And sit with this information for a little bit and just work through it. I would say maybe do maybe C major, and then maybe try like A major. And then maybe G major. Right? So just try them out. Try the different places out. And this is just root position. There's actually 3 inversions for your triads. So we're 1/3 of the way home. And just a little bit of math here just to kind of let you know what you're getting yourself into. We've got 4 string sets, like we pointed out earlier. And there's 3 shapes on each string set. So that's 12 locations for your triad for major, and then 12 for minor. So you've got 24 kind of spots on the guitar to memorize. The nice thing about the first 2 string sets, they're the same shape. So you're actually only memorizing 9 shapes on the guitar. Will actually be 18 if you include the minor. But it's the location that you'll be memorizing that too. So take your time. And we'll be going over the other shapes in future lessons. And then we'll also just be going over how to tie them all together, some of the best ways to practice and memorize this stuff. Right now, we're just doing kind of the nitty-gritty, kind of the legwork here just to get your foundation set. So hit me up with any questions. Hope this is all making sense. And make sure, if you haven't seen the first 2 videos and you're new to the triads and my teaching in general, you might want to check them out. They'll be in the description. Peace.